Mbyayo katono nnyo njagala kutegeeza mubaka wange wa Mukono Hon.Betty Nambooze bakireke. Namuwulidde ng'alina mwalimu ndowooza yabadde mu kakiiko k'ettaka aka paalamenti nga kakyadde Mukono nga balina bye boogerako mu kifo ky'okwogera ensonga z'alina okwogerako n'adda ku nze n'anfuula topiki nga ndaba nsonga za kyana kito omubaka ali ku levo ya Hon.Betty Nambooze okubanga ebyo byamalira ebiseera bya paalamenti kubanga Hon. We twamulondera nze ndi omu kubaze nga bamuwagira nga muyirawo omubiri naye ng'ekimulondesa nga tumulowooza nti ali charismatic ekimala asobola okupushinga ensonga zaffe ne zituuka naye we tutuukidde leero nga bw'aba musambi wa mupiira nga yasambiranga Man United za Arsenal kati ne Villa temugula kubanga yenjebuse ekigenze ewala namulabye ng'ayogera nti chairperson we Kolo musajja mugagga nnyo naye nti afunye obugagga bwe mu kunyigiriza abantu bw'ogula ettaka miliyoni oba akawumbi olina omuwa obukadde 100. Mukyala Nambooze njagala okusaba oveeyo onneetondere ate omenyewo ebigambo bye wayogedde oba oleete endagaano emu yokka ogiraga ab'amawulire nga nze nateekako omukono nga yali egula ettaka ne bwe liba lya bukadde 5 byokka omu kitundu kyange bw'ogiba nayo ne bw'otaleeta bujulizi bulaga nti komisoni namufuna naye n'oleeta endagaano eraga nti waliwo endagaano yonna gye nateekako omukono kwabo abakuloopedde ngenda kuwa obukadde 10 naye bw'oba togirina vaayo nneetondere nga sinnabakulizaako kiddako ekyokuba nga nkuwowaabira defamation okwonoona erinnya lyange.
Kale tuyanze genteekateeka bwetyo webadde tubadde ne chairman wa Kolo. Kolo n'atabulirwa omukulu amanyiddwa nga Mutyabamatheus. Ensonga ze muziwulidde bulungi enteekateeka ffe wetambudde olunaku olwaleero yenze Atlas.
Ini Mukono yavu chairman anelo kiwanu koli n'atabulirwa Kolo ini Nambooze there. The chairman of that area is richer than the mayor. Because for every plot of land that is sold, he collects 10% of the cost value. If a plot is sold at 1 billion shillings, he goes away with 100 million. Yes. So, even in villages here, people, LC1s in land transactions are demanding a lot of money.
Can you repeat that for us for emphasis?
Mr. Chairman, the practice is that LC1s are charging 10% of the cost value of money to sign on any land transaction. So if I buy a plot at 10 million, I must give the chairperson of the LC1 1 million shillings. If it is 100 million, he takes 10 million. In places like Nambooze, where land goes for 1 billion shillings, chairmen are fetching up to 100 million from.
What if the chairperson is a registered broker? Even when they are not brokers?
It is as if it is a legal tax.
Thank you.
Everywhere, I don't know if it doesn't happen in your areas, but here in Mukono, 10%, not even the government fetches that amount of money from our people. And if you don't give them this money, they don't sign. Of recent, I have cases of people who are going to obtain compensation from SGR. And you know, they are being fenced for local government officers and then landlords to sign their documents of compensation. They are demanding a certain percentage of the money so that they can sign the document. So how legal? Because you have, when you were giving us a report, you indicated that it is a must that somebody must turn up here with a letter from the LC1 to get the title processed. But are you aware that they are fetching all this money from our people? Some people have bought this land. They are third parties. Some of them don't know that even this is forest land. They just find themselves getting in touch with people who claim to own land, and eventually they buy. And then after building houses, they are told that this is forest land. In areas, for example, in Mukono municipality, where still we need land to expand the town, I do support the idea of saying that it is high time that some of these forests that only exist in name go through the process of degazettement. In this case, for place like Namioya. But even then, there is a certain percentage of the forest that is still existing, which can be saved. So I would suggest that a survey is done to see areas that can be reclaimed for restoration of the forest, and then those areas that can now go through the process to be fully degazetted in favor of the local governments in Mukono, in this case, Mukono municipality. But it is my suggestion that interest is taken on who did that, those people who committed those offenses. Specifically, where people were allocated the land to plant trees, and they ended up subdividing the land and selling plots to third parties who had no reason to believe that these were illegal dealers. And to me, I think, Mr. Chairman, there is a need to set up a whole commission to look into this issue of forests in Mukono. About Namamve, I've talked about loofing. You can't say that we shall pull down an industry. These things happen when we are all watching. Somebody comes and invests all that money, they are giving our people jobs, they are in production. We can't pull that industry factory down. But then there is still some land there that we can save, which is still under, which has not been reclaimed. So we must move fast and say, you know, we draw a line and say we are ending here. If we had ended at compartment 12, maybe we say we are ending now at 15, and then put the remaining land under strict protection. Because like I told you, the land that was reserved in Namamve was for the protection of Lake Victoria. And if we give it all away, our lake will go to waste. The same thing happens with all that land around Lake Victoria that has now been taken over. They started with, as if they come through NEMA to plant trees, to do activities that are environmentally friendly, but eventually they become total owners of the same land and then start subdividing it. So I want now to question the relationship between the land office, NEMA, and in some areas, Uganda Investment Authority. Because in Namamve, it is Uganda Investment Authority that is allocating this land to developers. And then in other areas, you see NEMA giving clearance to people to build factories. And I don't know why Pentecostal churches in wetlands, some corners started flooding, things we did not have before. Nowadays, when it rains, Namamve and somewhere near Seta here, we had rivers that have really vanished completely. So I don't know, Mr. Chairman, how you are going to assist us.